What's up? You already know what it is. Your man Dre Mac. Know we got a little G thing going on up in here. And right now, I'm about to bring you a breakdown or in a review. Just a review of Loki episode 4, season 2, episode 4. We about to get into it. Shout out to everybody who is watching me on Facebook, who's watching me on YouTube. Groovy Fee, what's going on? Or Faye, Groovy Faye, Fee. I'm sorry, I don't want to jack it up. But yeah, we about to just go over it. I don't really have a lot of time, so I want to go straight to it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's drop this music down a little bit more, though. You know what I'm saying? We got a little too much groove in my ear. But anyway, I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. I want to go ahead and get to, this breakdown, show the video. Of course, if this is the first time you're watching my reviews, I'll go ahead and show clips of the show, doing the 10-minute interviews or 10-second interviews, clip by clip, while I'm just reviewing the clip, just basically recapping the whole entire show, and then showing you guys my reaction to this show. Because, man, episode 4, I mean, literally, I was sitting there with my jaw dropped. You know what I mean? Very good episode. Don't know what's happening next. But the real question is... All right. And since we're close to the giveaway, I'm like literally one more subscriber away from the $100 gift card giveaway. So let me tell Dre who remains. Let her tell him what you can win.
What's up? This your man Dre Mac. Want a chance to win a little bit of my money?
Got my money?
Well, all you got to do is like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. You know why? Because I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers.
Baby needs shoes. My wife needs clothes.
Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, you will actually have a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Message.
Again, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $100. Want a chance to win? All you got to do is do that, and I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, you're the winner.
All right, and like I said, I'm literally one subscriber away from 2,000 subscribers. Something that I set out doing when I made that video. I think I was at, like 1,100 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I got a goal, and I'm crossing that threshold of that goal. So I appreciate y'all. So I am going to do a live once I get to 2,000 subscribers. I'm gonna set up a live. In that live, all you got to do is be in the comment section and comment, and your name will be entered into the raffle to receive the $100 gift card. You do have to be a subscriber to the channel, though. If you are not a subscriber, you ain't gonna win. So you got to subscribe to the channel, comment in the comment section, and then you'll have a chance to win a $100 gift card. So I really appreciate y'all, and that's a gift from me to you. You know what I'm saying? Just saying thank you for everything that you guys have done, for coming over, subscribing to the channel, and rocking with your boy Dre Mac. And don't forget, I got memberships open, so you can be part of the Dre Mac crew, Dre Mac and the crew. You can be a part of that. $2.99 a month. Can't beat that. We're gonna, once we start getting memberships loaded, we're gonna have members only chats, all of that stuff, man. Start having fun. So I appreciate you guys for subscribing to the channel. Let me see real quick. Let me get to the yes. You said it right the first time. My man, it's all God. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much. What up, Zang Beto? What's up? Let's go ahead. Let's get to Loki episode 4. I'm not gonna lie. This episode literally had my mouth on the floor. Had my mouth on the complete floor. I mean, for the simple fact is that I didn't know it was gonna be like that type of twists and turns and that type of that type of twist of turns and that type of engagement from from the actual show. I didn't think the show was going to go there, and the show in the actual show went there, and it was awesome. So we, of course, we go to the opening crawl where we see the Marvel's logo, but we're going to the end of time. You know what I mean? So we're at the end of time. Of course, at the end of episode 3, we left with Ravonna and Miss Menace, talking about that she had a special something special that she had to tell her that might piss off Ravonna Renslayer. So she lets her know in this scene that yes, you were a partner with Kang. You were his main general in the multiversal war. So you actually had a seat on the throne with him. But they've already established, not only in this show, but in Ant-Man and the Wasp in the Quantumania, they are actually told you that he doesn't like, he likes working alone. He was going to use Jenna Van Dyne to get that multiversal core engine. And then after that, he didn't give a shit. He was going to leave and all that promises. And he didn't give a shit. He wanted to go ahead because he already know there was a bigger problem coming up. And he wanted to make sure that he could be able to win the war, the multiversal war. You know what I mean? So, of course, this actually just proves that he didn't care nothing about Ravonna. Yes, he might have cared a little bit for her, but then technically in hindsight, he didn't give a crap. He just wanted to make sure that he accomplished his goal, which was winning the multiversal war. He could stand in the end of time, and he could be able to control the TVA for himself. You know what I mean? So that's why he had Ravonna's mind wiped. I'm not trying to deal with that. Mind gone. Wipe them all. Wipe everybody's mind. And again, you see he feels a little emotion, but he's still like, look, he had to go Emperor Palpatine, execute Order 66. But in this case, pull up Protocol 42. You know what I mean? So he pulled up Protocol 42. You know what I'm saying? Let's wipe all their minds. Everybody can't remember what I've done today. You know what I mean? Nobody can remember what I've done today. Which again was a good bit of it's a good bit of foreshadowing and callback. This is literally the Ouroboros. This is the snake eating his own tail. What's great about this? Okay. What's great about this episode? What was great about this episode was it literally showed the loop, from season 1 to season 2. You know what I mean? And if you remember when He Who Remains was explaining how he met his other variants, he could not work with his other variants. That's why they're having a war. He said, we exchange information. This actually gave me a clue, that he went and got Victor Timely. Victor Timely was the meek of all the other Kane variants. And because he was the inventor ahead of his time, he made sure to come to the TVA, which you showed today, hooked up with Obi, and was able to exchange information to be able to build the TVA. That was foreshadowed in episode, I believe, 6, when we finally met He Who Remains. Now it is clearly shown that he used Victor Timely to be able to get all the information he can from him to be able to build the TVA along with Obi. And now we're at where we're at. You know what I mean? So yeah, she was able to, she was the commander of the army. Now she feels like, yo, you got me stuck in time. But you know what? Miss Menace is ruthless. Oh my God. Miss Menace is she is a psycho. Yo, I honestly believe that Miss Menace AI is way more dangerous than anything Ultron can ever build up. And honestly, he should have, if Ultron knew about Miss Menace, he wouldn't have never made Vision. Because Miss Menace is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we start here and we get Victor Timely coming through the TVA for the first time, and it's crazy that he went to the middle one because all the rest of them actually has the Kane heads on. I mean, the actual headrest that Kane used, but he comes to the door. He's a little bit taken back because now you're looking at your face. You're understanding that you are a variant who came from the sacred timeline, though. He came from the sacred timeline, but once he got the book, the TVA handbook, it created a Nexus event and branched off that timeline. So he goes down through the hallways. He's looking at all the structures in the hallways and he's taken aback. Now he's seeing everything that He Who Remains created, showing the multiversal war, showing the timekeepers and how these people are working for the timekeepers. You know what I mean? And there's a actual rumor right now. Most definitely, Jairus. Most definitely. I'm gonna get to that comment in just a second. But this literally, there's a rumor that came out, which I think makes a lot of sense, or it's not a rumor, it's really a theory. So there's a theory that the actual timekeepers is based off of Kang himself, or He Who Remains. If it's Kang, is He Who Remains, which I believe it is. Sylvie and Loki, and that's who the three timekeepers are. You know what I mean? The Loki variant, the Sylvie variant, and He Who Remains, reset, this the time loom, and that's who the timekeepers is based off of. Three tricksters, because Victor Timely is actually a trickster. He was a scammer, a schemer. You know what I mean? So that would make a lot of sense. Yes, MCU just got rebooted. A new T'Challa is coming. Absolutely. You can't say now. There's no excuse. Now there's no excuse. But I'm gonna get to that part here in a moment. So now Loki, Mobius, and B-15 comes to Victor like, hey, don't don't be scared. We need to get something done. I need you to come with us. You know what I mean? He's a little apprehensive, but he's like, yo, come with me. It basically, come with me if you want to live. Terminator style. You know what I mean? So Victor, surges his way through this conversation. And I know a lot of people didn't like the way the Giant the Majors played this character. I like the way that they played this character because it shows a distinction from every single Kane variant. And this particular one is the meekest of all of them. You know what I mean? So that's why I like this version of Victor Timely, this version of Kane. So he lets them know that we got something to do. You're very important to this, so we need to make sure to get you where we're at. And you said Beyond Kane is going to come through and dog walk the Avengers B team. I can't wait for. I can't wait for all of this to crack off. You know what I mean? So they can. Clearly, they're going to see that they need T'Challa, and they need a stronger team. You're going to need a tactician. Winter Soldier is a tactician, but I don't believe he's a tactician on the level of T'Challa. You need a Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying? You need particular people. Right now, they don't have that. So when they do Battle War and you do Secret Wars, you're gonna have to have a new Tony Stark. These new characters come into play. You know what I mean? I understand that everybody likes Sam Wilson, Captain America. I just don't think he's gonna get destroyed. Let's be real. All he has is vibranium. He has vibranium wings. He doesn't have the heart-shaped herb. He's basically the Dora Milaje. You know what I'm saying? No shade to the Dora Milaje, but hell, they got beat by water people. So let's keep it real. So V15, and I can't think of the character's name in this one. They have a conversation about what's better, if we destroy the timelines and reset this timeline, or do we save the multiverse, and then we kind of die with it because it's unstable. And that's a very great conversation, because again, these people's minds was wiped. They don't know. You know what I mean? But does the surface of the many, take away from the surface of the few? Or you know how that conversation goes. But is this worth it? Is this worth it if we destroy this and this thing comes? Is it worth it? We let these people live or die? Because we've been letting these people live or die for years, pruning timelines for years to keep the sacred timeline together. And we've been fed a bunch of bullshit. Let's keep it real. We've been fed a bunch of bullshit. So is it right? Is what we're doing correct? So we finally get Victor Tomley down here, and he's like, "Yo, everybody's trying to kill me. It's just any different." But Sylvia and Loki, like, "Yo, we gotta get you down. We gotta get this thing going. Stop it. We gotta get you to Obi. We gotta get you to Casey. We gotta get this thing fixed." And they have a little moment when Obi meets Victor Tomley for the first time. They actually, what's cool about this scene? It's kind of like when you jersey swap in the NFL. You have Pat Mahomes. It's an Aaron Rodgers swap jerseys. You know what I mean? After a long fought victory, but they literally find out who each other is. It actually kind of have a little bromance, which Sylvie points out. I ain't trying to break up this bromance. I know you're trying to write in my book, but if we don't get this done, ain't none of us gonna survive. So let's get to moving. Let's chop, y'all. Choppity chop. Let's get to going. Which again, this was cool. This was actually a cool point. Yeah. What's up, Pammy Entertainment? If Pammy and TTV, yeah, they fanboy each other, which was dope. I like this. You know what I'm saying? But then this goes to the bigger scheme of Kane the Conqueror. Kane used this variance to create the TVA. You know what I mean? He used a variant of himself to create the TVA, so he didn't have to do it. You know what I mean? So I honestly like that. So in this scene, they show a mini display, which Obi was like, "Yo, don't kill me with this." You know what I'm saying? I didn't have enough time to be able to get this together, but hey, this is what we need to do. Now, this actually, which was pointed out online, is actually mirrors Back to the Future 1 when he showed how to be able to jump through time. So that's a good parallel for this episode. And you see the Chapiro loom that we have to be able to get. And he's letting them know, in this particular scene, this was funny because I love the way that Sylvie's face is right here. Let me just blow this up real quick. Sylvie's face is like, "Yeah, I killed him. And what you gonna do? Yeah, I enjoyed it." You know what I mean? Hey, and Obi was like, "Yo, if it wasn't for somebody killing He Who Remains, we wouldn't be in this pickle anyway." But yeah, I did it. You know what I mean? And I would do everybody up in here. I'd kill everybody up in here. And y'all don't stop playing with me. You know what I mean? So I actually like that. You know what I'm saying? And to me, this looks more, let me kind of go back one more. This looks more like a Loki to me than anything. She has that Loki smirk on her face. It's completely awesome. But again, they're Lokis. Their whole entire thing was ruling they wanted to rule Earth. Their mischief. Even though he says I only did it because I wanted to get attention, he still wanted to rule. Loki had a chance to rule Asgard. This particular Loki didn't get a chance to rule anything because he was already plucked out of time once he took the Space Stone at the in Endgame. So again, is it where will we find out that the Lokis really want to rule? They can, instead of ruling over people, we can rule over time. We can rule over the whole entire thing, along with He Who Remains, and the hero who remains actually kills them. Would that be it? Once we start getting to the multiversal war and who are the real timekeepers that they best the animatronics on, like some Five Nights of Freddy type shit, let's be able to find out what happens with that. So they explain exactly what needs to go, and then Mobius and Loki have a conversation, who's gonna do what, and he was like, "Yo, I already did it before," and Loki decided to take himself, like, "I'll do it." And Victor Tomley is like, "Yo, somebody gotta be brave, so I'll do it. I'll go ahead and be the sacrificial lamb. I already built this machine before. I know how it goes, with my first Sapporo loom. So let me go ahead and be the one to do this because I already have an invention." I'm gonna go ahead and play this, just a little bit. Now, to me, when he said he made this, what this reminds me of is the multi-dimensional core in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Like I keep telling people, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is not a bad movie. It just has bad parts. But if you go back and watch it after watching this show, a lot of stuff is going to make sense. It's going to make a lot of sense. And the radiation that they had in a multiversal engine core is the same energy and radiation that you see in this show. So it all makes sense. It loops around itself. But you have to give that movie some grace. Stop beating up that movie, y'all. I don't. I think Tom Lee was a pawn, and the reason why I'm saying this, Gray, is that if you remember when He Who Remains was explaining how we met his variants, he said we shared and exchanged information. Victor Tomley is a trickster. So is the other Kangs. That's why he can be able to relate to Loki so much. You know what I mean? That's why I think that He Who Remains will become an anti-hero in a sense, in an essence. You know what I mean? Because he has to do what he has to do to create the sacred timeline. So he's going to do whatever it takes to be able to do that. Ant-Man 3 is bad. Love this. Made sure of that. I don't think it's bad. I think it's inconsistent, but I don't think it's just the worst thing I ever. Oh boy. Oh man. X-Men Origins is bad. X-Men Origins Wolverine, that's bad. Avatar, The Last Airbender movie, that's bad. Dragon Ball Evolution, that's bad. Ant-Man the Wasp of Quantumania is nowhere close on that level. But if you look at this, if you, I'm gonna try to play it a little bit and stop. The way that the circles and stuff move around looks exactly like a prototype of the multiversal engine. That's why I think this is so important for us to be able to see this to see this information now, because he harnessed all the space and time inside of that multiversal core that, you know, Kang got sucked into. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So now it's time to move. Yeah, exactly. He set him up. It was all a game. It's all a game. Yes, He Who Remains set Victor Tomley up, needed Victor Shapiro or to put Kane back in it. Exactly. It's the only way. And again, if He Who Remains already knows the end of the future, he knew that he was going to get defeated, you know, in Ant-Man Wasp Quantumania. So let me go ahead and fix this shit. I already know, because he said I already wrote everything out. So there's nothing I don't know. And in this scene, I love this scene. I love the acting from Owen Wilson, you know, because she was snapping on him about, you know, how can you think about eating pie at this time and being casual, you know, at this particular time where millions upon millions of people are going to die. And you're talking about eating pie right now. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? Start having don't you think about where your life was before that? It was great dialogue, great acting on both of their parts. You know what I mean? Great acting. I love this scene. This scene was one of the better scenes in the movie. Now we get to Docs and Brad. Oh Brad. This was literally, I wasn't expecting this scene, because, you know, Docs is like, yo, I just want to do what's, you know, at the end of the day, I want to do what's right. You was living your best life on the timeline. Well, we're just trying to make sure that the TVA runs, man. Cut this shit. I don't want to hear. She basically was everybody's black mama when you hear your kids talking too much. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Get it together. Get it together, Brad. And he's trying to explain himself like, look, all of us could be able to have, you know, something that we have more of, you know, in the timeline. Don't y'all want to be more than just TVA agents? Don't you want to see what your life is? And she was looking at her like, man, shut up. You know what I mean? And B-15 gave her an opportunity. And this was, I love the way that Marvel went there without showing us. It was all, if you had your headphones on watching this, you can hear everything. You can literally hear it all. You know what I mean? And B-15 is like, yo, I can give you an opportunity if you fight against me and Ravenna against Ravenna Renslayer in Miss Minutes. We can be able to save this thing and hopefully, you know, stop what's, you know, the inevitable. And she's basically like, can I trust you? Like, I don't think you should, but don't trust me, man. Trust the outcome. Let this thing simmer in your spirit. Let this marinate in your spirit a little bit. You know what I mean? But trust me, I got something that I'm trying to do, and at this period of time, the TVA is still falling apart. So Loki and Sylvie is having a conversation here, and Sylvia's right. Let's be real. She's like, yo, we can just destroy this whole entire thing, and we ain't got to worry about none of this. You know what I mean? You should have, you could have let me kill Victor Timely, kill these variants. You know what I mean? We ain't got to worry about nothing. And Loki was like, look, I watched my brother get sent to Earth. Now, remind you, this is the Loki from the first Thor movie. He hasn't had the arc, but his arc in this variant version of his, of Loki went through his own type of arc, exactly kind of like how Loki did through, Thor Ragnarok, in Thor the Dark World. He had his own arc, throughout all the way into Infinity War when he was, when the real version of him, the original version of him was killed. So they have an excellent dialogue about, hey, we could be able to rule the timeline, us, and then she was like, we're playing gods. She was like, we are gods. What do you mean? We're the gods of mischief. This is what we do. Which made sense. This was very much, the Loki we know. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like her Ankh earring though. This in her ear. I ain't even gonna hold you. I kind of like that. Yeah, let Mobius be. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to know how his life was. Let it be. I mean, I know he wants to ride jet skis again. I know a part of him wants to get on that jet ski and get to riding. He remains has been playing Loki and Sylvie like fiddles. He who remains is not an idiot. And I believe the Kane that we see get defeated is he who remains. I still am holding on to that theory. I never thought it was Victor Timely because the way that he come across, it's not Kang-like. He's like a Jolly Gee, version of yeah. Jay Whiz. What are we going to do right now? I know what to do with him. Let's go ahead and beat him up. Breaking. Johnny the Majors wears big hat and sells newspapers out outside. Breaking. Oh snap! Somebody said Chet the Majors looks like a dude who grinds his own grits. I died. This is literally the funniest thing that I've heard. So they go out and make it, you know what I'm saying, to make a difference. Now this scene here, Brad and Dox is having this conversation where Ravonna Renslayer and the dude, Miss Minutes is a psycho. She's crazy. She is crazy. Like, seriously, this whole scene, she's trying to give her Ravonna is giving her an opportunity like, yo, we could be able to work together. Let me say the TVA. The only thing I say cares about is the TVA. And this is the reason why Kane didn't really want her, because she's so engulfed in power. You know what I'm saying? And actually, if you look at the scene, I love the way the scene is set up, where Brad is on the outs and everybody else is inside of where the block is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Where the block is hot. The block is hot. Or the block about to be real bad right now. And she gave her a choice. But, Miss Minutes is great, sadistic, twisted. I'm talking about, I haven't seen nobody this excited to murder somebody since what? Freddy? She was look at this look. She's like, oh, let me blow this up. Because I just want y'all to pay attention to Miss Minutes' face. Oh my God. Ain't it? Look, I'm talking about, she already started up the engine. She started up the engine. Everybody back the fuck back. Yo, she was like, I am seeing a bigger picture. What's going on, Marcus? My guy, I gotta hurry up and wrap this. I gotta hurry up and wrap this up. But she was like, yeah, I already see the bigger picture. Yeah, you're a psychopath. You're crazy. And Brad's like, yo, just stop. But my man it's like, is the life of the timeline good? Now, I just want to play this. Look at Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes turns from, the creepy clock, and it was like, I'd rather die than to be dealing with y'all. This was G. I ain't gonna lie. This was G. I thought she was gonna be a villain type. Nah, she was actually honorable. She actually got a death that's commendable, that's honorable. She didn't go out like no punk. Look at Miss Minutes get excited. Like her eyes got big. Like when my eyes get big when I watch this episode. Like, yo, what the heck? Everybody screaming. But this is actually, look at Miss Minutes. Look at Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes like, yeah, baby. I like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it. And Brad is breaking down. Hey, Marcus, if you listen to the audio, you hear the screams, and all you hear is the blood leaking. Yeah, Kathy Bates like a mug. She got way too excited about this. So yes, they put the multiversal core engine. That's what I'm calling it, because that's what it is. A prototype of the core engine, and you need the radiation to be able to see if it works. You know what I mean? Miss Minna had oh man, yeah. A red. I'm talking about red room, the whole nine. And my man, now this scene is kind of weird because my man Victor Time. This is why I know that he's not really he's a Kang variant, but he's not He Who Remains or any of that. You know what I mean? He's not, because he got way too excited about Coco. I understand that he came from a different time period, but man, my man got excited about a hot coffee machine, like like on Spaceballs when he was like, I like to watch Radar when I'm having coffee. You see Mr. Radar or Mr. Coffee? You got way too excited about it. And she comes in and all she sees is murder. on some Ja Rule and Murder Inc. type stuff. Boy, blood on the dance floor. Michael Jackson. And my man gets excited about this the Coco. And then, I guess I know that he's the one. He is the one that He Who Remains say he exchanged technology with. That's who he is, because he played him. Because again, Kang defeated all of his variants. That's what Kang's job was, to defeat all of his variants. What way to defeat your variant is to set them up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just kill them like the way that they show Kang killing them in Ant-Man and the Wasp. You don't have to do that. Just set them up. And Kang in the TVA soldier, you know what I'm saying? He got pruned. You know what I'm saying, by Brad, and now he's trying to prune. He's scared that that Victor Tomlin was going to get pruned. Any way it goes, it doesn't even matter though. So he was like, Miss Minutes took it over. So Miss Minutes, went and took over all the computers and everything. So the template, all of that, nothing can happen. You know what I mean? So he's already know that, hey, she wants a TVA. Ravonna Rensa, this is all her. So it started getting good. So Ravonna, Brad, Miss Minutes, they're over there talking about I'm telling you, that's the universal core engine that he's using. So he's stalling. You know what I'm saying? Telling him everything that how it works. But Victor ain't an idiot. He already know. He was stalling her. Ravonna, he already know Ravonna is out for power. She wants to sit on that seat. Death by chocolate. Yeah. What's going on, Keita? I mean, they ain't the kind of chocolate death I want. Oh man. So he's down there, like he said, he's like, hey, what are we doing? It's like we trying to set this thing up. So now it's a race against time. We got to go get Victor Timely. Now this actually was episode 1. Now we actually get to see, who was the one who pruned Loki. Loki pruned Loki. This was great. This was actually great because it was him who sent himself to the void. Ravonna and Loki is now at the void. You know what I'm saying? At the end of time now. So this is who did it. I was always wondering who was the one who pruned Loki? Was it another Sylvie? Was it another Loki? Now we find out that Loki pruned Loki. And he did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because he already seen the future. You know what I mean? So when he picks up the phone, he already knew where he needs to be. They need to get down to this room. Who's, we could reboot the system. We could keep Miss Minutes, out of there. He already rebooted Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes told him, you would never be him. You know what I mean? While she was over there glitching, it was like, you would never be him. And rebooted herself like an old Macintosh. So now Brad actually got enchanted by what we about to run up. He's about to get first up by Sylvie. Sylvie enchants him. Now the rebooting system is on. Now Brad goes and prunes Ravonna Renslayer. Ravonna, you gotta go. Which again, it's a race against time. Now this is the new temporal aura, so they could be able to get the aura he who remains, because they share they're various of each other. So all you gotta do is stick his head in there. It's gonna read the he who remains. Now he could be able to open the doors. Loki was going to go in. He'll open the doors, and he who remains was like, yo, I'll do it. It's time to be brave. He said, all you got to do is run in there, go put it in, and come back. And he was like, time to be brave, time to be brave. So he puts on the suit, goes in like, yo. And of course, if he was Kane, he would have never put himself out there like that. He goes in and, SpaghettiOs. He's like, holy shit balls. What did we just witness? We all gonna die, ain't we? I'm not gonna lie. When I seen this, I'm not gonna lie. I seen this and I was like, yo, what they go there? They went there. Multiverse destroyed. The multiverse is destroyed in this moment. The multiverse is destroyed. Look at everybody's face. Look at everybody's face. The universe, the multiverse is now destroyed. Everybody's gone. This was great acting. Great acting. The multiverse is destroyed. And this is amazing. This is amazing. You cannot tell me this is not amazing. And we go black. And that is the end of the episode. I was sitting there the whole entire time, mouth dropped, sitting there like, did they just do this? Did they just do this? And God damn, dog, they went there. Marvel went there. They literally reset the timeline. They literally just reset everything. Now you could be able to go to Battle World. Like basically now what they can do. This gets me excited. You see the excitement in my bones. You see the excitement run all over my temporal aura. What they can do right now is go ahead with the Deadpool movies, with the Marvels movies, because this is going to make sense. Think about this. This is going to make sense. Now, they can be able to use it, even though this is not the last episode, because we got to catch up. We don't know what's going to happen after this. So now that the multiverse is completely destroyed at the end of time, you can create Battle World for Secret Wars. That's how all of the various get locked in one world. This is how you can be able to use that. This is how you can be able to do this. You know what I mean? So yeah, look, who put them in a time loop? Kane. Kane already knew what to be able to do. He knew the multiversal war is gonna. Now we get to see the multiversal war and all of this and how it's gonna start over and get to Battle World. You know what I'm saying? And reset the universe. That's why we gotta have the Fantastic Four. We gotta have T'Challa. We have to have Iron Man. We have to have Captain America. They play a vital role from the comics. They play a vital role in the creation, especially Franklin Richards, in the creation of a new world. So I love this. If they do it right, if they do this right, this could be literally the greatest comeback. I'm shit. Since the Chiefs was down 20-10 in the Super Bowl with 7 minutes left, we can do this. We can do this. I'm saying. So what did you guys think about the episode? Thank you so very much for you guys sitting in with me on this live to break this down. And I didn't get in trouble by Disney. Just let me be a part of the team, Disney. Come on. Let me be a part of the group. Start sending me stuff. I love this stuff. I'm sorry. As much as some stuff can be whack, I love when they do things right, though. I got to point out. If I can point out when they do things wrong, I got to point out when they do things right. So, yeah, they got to stick to this landing. There's so much they could be able to do. But I believe since Bob, now I would say this before I go, Groove. I would say this. Since Bob Iger came back, things have been course correcting. These have been course corrected. Slowly but surely, things are going to course correct. We have Kevin Feige back in his original position where he should be. I'm telling you guys, things is about to change. Welcome back to T'Challa. I'm saying it now. Welcome back to T'Challa. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. Thank you so very much for sticking in on this live with me. You're breaking this down and reviewing with me. What do you guys think? Make sure you put it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Enjoy your Friday. Where's my outro at? Let me get up out of here. Gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.